Procrastination is spreading as a huge taboo topic has been normalized due to television and films. Pregnant teens, the stigma that isolates a local girl but then will give her millions of views on YouTube. Do TV shows such as Secret Life of the American Teenager and movies such as Juno and MTV's 16 and Pregnant romanticize teen pregnancy, aka make it look a heck of a lot more appealing than it should be? Do these shows pollute teens into thinking they will receive fame and money? Do these shows make children appear to be a ticket to fame rather than a serious commitment? A mainstream example of a sociological experiment is the popular television show What Would You Do? Experiments help us answer important questions such as the effect of positions of power. Today we will be asking ourselves, do these shows increase discussion or increase pregnancy? I began my research by hitting the books, and I found that New Jersey has the 5th highest teen pregnancy rate in America. There are 12.1 births per 1,000 teen girls. This rate has vastly decreased since 1988 and somewhat decreased since 2010. I also had my mom, throw out a survey on her Facebook. Since one of my goals was to get an equal amount of participation from adults as well as teens, I put my survey out on Edmodo. And I ended up having around 150 responses from all over New Jersey. I learned from my surveying that many people are familiar with the TV show 16 and Pregnant, or at least the premise of it. I also learned that many people are about half and half on whether they believe teenagers should be exposed to programs such as this. The interesting part is that I found that there was actually no correlation between these two answers and if people believe students should be taught sex ed in schools as well as talked to about alternative options such as abortion and adoption. I also left a forum for people to answer individually on why they answered, and most of the answers had to do with either family matters or their morals. For the most part, it spoke of how programs such as these can educate teens. The other side was that it is unrealistic. I also polled regarding the first time they heard of their peers having a sexual experience, and the results were mainly middle school as well as partially high school. So if people can acknowledge that it's happening, why can't they acknowledge that people need to be educated about it? My results also pointed towards people being a lot more understanding than I initially predicted. Many people said the first adjective they would think of about a pregnant teen was sad as opposed to sleazy. So, I am going to conduct my experiment by walking around in a very crowded store, being pregnant, and seeing how people react to it. And my hypothesis is that I think people are going to look at me and talk to me and make comments about it. The survey suggests that people are just going to ignore it and kind of just live their own lives. But I think based on what happens in movies and TV shows, that's just not accurate. That's just not like what it's going to be. So, pregnancy belly I ordered was actually just Spanx. Someone's gonna have beef to take up with that company. So I'm using a volleyball, and we're also gonna add more padding on it. So it's basically gonna look like this. In my survey, I prompted the question, you see a pregnant 17-year-old at a grocery store, how do you react? Many of the answers were actually much more positive than I expected. The most word used was hope.
Oh my god, yeah. People are gonna throw tomatoes at me. Based on, what, you see in, the shows, and, based on the way people talk about, I guess pregnant people, they aren't nice. So, I'm thinking people are gonna, give me dirty looks and, come up to me and, make comments about it, which, first of all, it's no one else's business but mine. I'm hoping no one does anything, physical, because I'll get riled up and I'll take them down. Yeah, but based on the survey, I'm thinking it'll be, mild. So, I'm really nervous. I just want to get it over with, so...
But don't fuss over me. The way she tells me I'm hers and she is mine. Open hand or closed fist, it would be fine. But blood is rare and sweet as cherry wine. of guilty thrown at.
It was just really weird because like you'd expect people to like look at you and make comments, and like especially like in the TV shows they're always like, hey, skank or stuff like that, but like no one even like looked at me, and like it was worse because a lot of times, I don't know, like you want someone to like, it was just weird because like imagine being like a room full of people and like they all know what you're thinking and they just don't acknowledge it, and it just really sucked. And I feel bad because, like, I can, like, go home and, like, take the belly off. But, like, there's girls who can't. And, like, it's not their